and sort of what seems to be the beginning of a rebellion.
Yeah, basically, when we were doing Onderon and George brought in the ideas of these rebels, the whole thing started with wanting to say that the clone army, the army of the Republic, these, troopers coming in everywhere, all looking the same, very menacing, even when they're trying to do good, as the Jedi and the clones, that some of the planets felt it was too aggressive, that it was too dangerous, that it was imperialism. Some planets felt that way. So Lux Bonteri, who's a friend of Ahsoka Tano, obviously, it was his idea to say to the rebels, well, I know a Jedi, I think we need their help. This begins an idea where Anakin says, we can train these insurgent groups, we can train up the local freedom fighters to fight for the Republic, to get what we want out of this, and we'll back them. You still have these little structures out there of these militias that were created by the Jedi. And they say, whoa, 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 what is this? These clones now, this is exactly what we were worried about, because they were so militant. This is imperialism, this is an empire now. So they're not in favor of this. So you see that before the empire takes over, we already had these little groups out there. And what they do is they need a way to come together, and that's really where your Bail Organas and your Mon Mothmas come in. They're the way that you can galvanize these rebels, and you get a rebel alliance. If you look at the symbol of the Onderonian rebels, they have like a piece of the Rebel Alliance logo as part of their logo. Their outfits are very inspired by early Ralph McQuarrie drawings, I think.
Where are the Jedi at in terms of the ideal of the Jedi Order versus being put in the role of generals, which is, of course, an unnatural role for the Jedi to be in? How much of that has really corrupted the Order, or is that just sort of a natural byproduct of having to lead this massive army?
It's both. It's both. It's a natural byproduct, which is exactly what Sidious wants. It's, splits
their focus.
It splits their focus. It compromises their morals. They should not be fighting this war because it makes them not peacekeepers. It makes them soldiers. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, and we make that clear in the episode. I mean, we've shown with the clones that they are truly brave soldiers doing great deeds and heroic deeds. But that doesn't mean that that's the role for everyone. And that's not the role for the Jedi. The Jedi were supposed to be the negotiators, the peacekeepers, the ones that bring balance to arguments, that make you put your weapons down, not ignite your weapons and rise up and fight.
Right.
So, they've compromised themselves. That was going to be a job for the clones. But once you understand that, you see how easy it was for them to let go of control of that military establishment for guys like Tarkin, guys like Yularen, who came in at the front of it and said, okay, so you don't want to be the generals. We'll be the generals. We'll establish a hierarchy for the clones. We'll establish a military, a grand army of the Republic. You can lead them, and we'll follow your strategies for now. But since you are peacekeepers, ultimately, we'll take this over. So Tarkin, we brought him into the series to know that ultimately this is his big move to really gain control for what he hopes is the coming empire.